Before I answer this question, please let me encourage you to do three things. Subscribe to our channel, like us on social media, and consider joining us as a supporter at patreon.com. Unless somebody is a sociopath, they know what it's like to experience the phenomenon of guilt. It's a universal phenomenon. Guilt is a moral problem. There is such a thing as pseudo-guilt or false guilt, where people can feel guilty, but in fact not really be guilty. And then there is such a thing as being guilty objectively of doing some wrong and somebody not feeling guilty. This would be something where maybe somebody with sociopathic tendencies could have, or somebody who has numbed their conscience. Now, the sociopathic objection to universal guilt can basically be met on terms of like colorblindness. I'm colorblind, but that doesn't mean there isn't such a thing as real green and brown. Rather, I have to recognize that I have a deficiency in the way that I see the color palette, and therefore I have to trust those that aren't colorblind to help inform me about what real brown and what real green is. So I have to ask my family all the time, how do I dress? That's why I wear lots of black and grays. It's very easy. I don't jack that up. It's hard to jack up black and gray. Now, I know I could look like the Man in Black, Johnny Cash, and overdo it, but that's another story. So guilt then has this sense where it can have feelings entailed, but there's also objective guilt that exists independent of myself. So if I commit a moral wrong, I am guilty. And that doesn't mean I'm going to feel guilty. A healthy relationship to guilt would be to feel guilty when I am objectively guilty, when the two come together. The good news is this: we have a solution as Christians. Jesus came to deal with our guilt. A great conversational question to ask non-Christians or atheists is to ask, what do you do with your guilt? Why do you even feel guilty if there is no such thing as objective moral right and wrong? So, to believe in objective guilt means that we also believe there's an objective right and wrong. To believe in objective right and wrong means that we believe there's an objective moral law. To believe in an objective moral law means that we believe in an objective moral lawgiver, who we say is God.